Okay, just taking your permission there, I'm going to record. So we cannot talk about, like I said, Swychr. It's our goal at Swychr is to make remittances to and between African countries fast, secure, convenient, and transparent. And how we are doing this is leveraging on the blockchain and crypto technology, making Swychr sub-Saharan Africa's first remittance blockchain mobile application. So that's what Swychr is. That is why we created Swychr. Or that's what Swychr is all about. Now, let's talk about the purple coin, because how we actually do what we said, we just explained to you, or how we actually do these beautiful things that we just explained, we are using a token known as purple coins. So if someone is in Cameroon and they want to send money from Cameroon to someone in Nigeria, what they have to do is convert their franc CFA into this token, which is called purple coin. And we already have a predefined value of this token in each country, in each country that we operate in terms of settlement and in terms of recharge. So in Cameroon, you recharge your wallet and you convert your fiat currency, your CFA, to purple coins. And then you can send the purple coins by email to a user, because on Swychr application, your wallet ID is actually your email address. All the complicated wallet IDs that you see on other blockchain applications, we manage that in the back end. We manage that in the back end. That's why you don't get to deal with all those complicated blockchain addresses. So that's the beautiful thing about Swychr. We want to make it so simple for anyone to come in and interact with crypto without actually feeling like they are interacting with crypto. Guys, please, as you join, put yourselves on mute, please. I mean, where we can, we will mute for you. We want the session to be very smooth. As you join, please put yourself on mute. Yeah. So the purple coins is the liquidity token, which is stable in value. So purple coin is different from Bitcoin, from Ether, from Solana, from Polkadot, because it's not a variable token. It's basically a stable token. There is a predefined value of the token in each market that we operate in. For example, we are looking to add 12 more countries, which I will talk about that at some point. We are looking to add 12 more countries before the end of August. So in each of these countries, there will already be a predefined value for the purple coin token, and that would not change. That will always be the same, okay? So that token is the liquidity token that is used to power remittance transactions across the Swychr ecosystem. The same way, if I'm in Nigeria and I want to send money to India, what I do is I go ahead and buy my token. I buy the purple coins in Nigeria, I send to someone in India, and then the recipient in India can convert that token to Indian rupees by simply withdrawing the value of Indian rupees into their local Indian bank account, maybe using a UPI payment system, or just withdrawing directly into their bank account. So that's the role of purple coin. So purple coin is not a variable token, because some people buy a few tokens, a few purple coins, and they leave it in their wallet. And I'm sure that the hope is that at some point the value will go up, but this is not the case. The value will not change. The value will always be the same. So I think now we all understand what role purple coin plays, and whether or not the value is variable or stable. That's very clear. Okay. Now, the next thing is, let's talk about the purple coin X, because like I think Udejiro did mention, the purple coin X is slightly, or is different from the purple coin. So Swychr is a blockchain application. So there is what we call Web 2 and Web 3 technology. So Swychr is a Web 3 Swychr is a Web 3 platform, or Web 3. We are using Web 3 as our main tech, which means that as a Web 3 business, there has to be a sense of community. The difference between a Web 2 business and a Web 3 business is that when you are a Web 2 business, it's a centralized system where a corporation like Facebook, like Instagram, like LinkedIn, like Google, and so on, there's a centralized system, and a corporate organization or a team has access to the information and full control of the system. On the other hand, Swychr is a Web 3 business, which means that the fact that I'm sitting here as the founder of Swychr, it doesn't mean that I'm going to have a control of Swychr. Rather, the ownership and control of Swychr will be decentralized into the hands of users like yourself. So you are not just users. Actually, user is not the best word. I call it stakeholders or community members. So the idea is that the value across the ecosystem will be jointly owned and controlled by each member within the ecosystem. It's true that, okay, we've started and we are moving things slowly. We're moving the back end on the blockchain slowly, and people are not yet seeing their value or their stake that they control and own within the ecosystem. So that's why we introduced the Purple Coin X. So the Purple Coin X is the liquidity token that is variable in nature, and that will act as the incentivization mechanism for the different stakeholders or for the different nodes on the network, on the Swychr network. So for example, if you hold 1,000 Purple Coin X tokens, that's basically a kind of ownership and control of the Swychr ecosystem, because we are decentralizing the whole thing. And why am I saying it's an incentivization mechanism? There are a lot of features that we are working on that will be launched in the days ahead or in the months ahead, right? Progressively. What will happen is, for the different actions that different stakeholders take across the ecosystem, they will be rewarded with Purple Coin X. So for example, if you buy Purple Coin tokens, which is used for the remittance business, and you send it to someone in Nigeria, for that activity on the network, you're supposed to be rewarded by a certain number of PCEX tokens. Then the merchant that settles the transaction when it's withdrawn, for that action, they are supposed to be rewarded by a given number of PCEX tokens, and just like that. And there will be different, if you validate a transaction, if you are helping to provide storage space or server to the ecosystem, everyone will be rewarded by a certain given number of PCEX tokens for their reward. And now, how useful is the PCEX tokens? Because the next thing is, there's no point in holding the PCEX tokens and it's not useful. Okay, it's useful. Why? First, like I said, holding the PCEX token gives you a kind of ownership of the Swychr project, and the good thing is, we will have another session where we are going to dive deeper on the tokenomics of PCEX, but I can give you a quick highlight. The PCEX token is going to be very valuable. Why? Because the lifetime supply of the PCEX token is only 210 million tokens. So you will never have more than 210 million tokens of the PCEX tokens existing at any point in time. So imagine if you hold 5,000 of the tokens and only 210 million of them exist, or if you hold 1 million of them, then you can now start to imagine how much control and ownership you have in the Swychr ecosystem. So that's the kind of ownership. That's the first thing. Now, secondly, when you have the PCEX token, it's a variable token whose market value or whose price in the market will be determined by the demand and supply mechanism. Hence, if demand is high, of course, supply is limited. And if demand is high, the price goes up, which means the value of each token goes up. And post the ICO, you can trade these tokens in the market, like people are trading Bitcoin, people are trading Solana, people are trading Ether, and so on and so forth. So this token is going to be publicly traded on exchanges. And of course, if you have the tokens early enough, you will spend. There are people who got Bitcoin for less than $10. There are people who got Bitcoin for nothing. And today, even if the market is not looking good, which is normal, it happens to every asset class, and the market is going to bounce back. I personally have a lot of investment in crypto, and I'm very confident about the future of the whole crypto ecosystem. So for me, I don't mind what is happening. We are going ahead with our pre-sale because we have confidence in what the crypto future is. Now, the difference again, with one other very big difference between the PCEX token and some other tokens that you see in the market is that the PCEX token is not just a token that you hold for speculation, okay? It's not just there for you to speculate that, okay, if the price goes up, then I'm going to sell. And if the price goes down, I'm going to buy, like most tokens in the market. The PCEX token is actually backed by a business, which is the Swychr business, which is the remittance business of Swychr. So This is a token that is actually backed by a real business, and it has real economic value. One of the things, and we, like I said, we'll have a different session to talk about the PCEX token, but I will tell you some of the things that, some of the reasons why it's better for you to hold the PCEX token. At the moment, we are discussing with the advisory board and the whole team of Swychr. We are discussing about the possibility of allocating a certain percentage. I wouldn't be able to give a number now because I don't want to be wrong tomorrow, since we've not yet agreed on a number. But we are discussing on the possibility of allocating a certain percentage of Swychr's revenue to everyone that is taking PCEX. Let's say I have 1,000 PCEX. Let me make this very simple. Let's say I have 1,000 PCEX, right? PCEX tokens, and I decide to stake 500 of my PCEX tokens, which means I stake 50% of my PCEX token, and I'm trading, I'm trading with the other 50%. That staking gives me interest. I earn interest, which will be paid out from a certain percentage of Swychr's revenue. So if Swychr makes a revenue of 1 billion in a year, then a certain amount, maybe 5%, maybe 10%, maybe 2.5%, will be distributed, and I'm talking about revenue, not profit, will be distributed to all those taking the PCEX token in proportion to the percentage of their staking to the whole, to the total amount staked. So let's say there's a total of 10,000 coins staked, and I staked 1,000 coins. It means I have 10%. So if they are distributing 1 million, then I have 100,000. So this is the idea. That's one of the usabilities of the economic usabilities of the PCEX token. You will actually earn interest when you stake it, and that interest will be paid from a certain percentage of Swychr's revenue, because Swychr is a real business that is making money out there and is backing the PCEX token rather than just being a token that people hold for speculative reasons. So that's one of the things. Now, secondly, the PCEX token is aimed at a financial empowerment project, which means like we are going to have so many usabilities of the token in the African ecosystem in terms of helping Africans adopt crypto. So if you have the PCEX token, we are going to have swapping protocols where you can swap the PCEX token into other cryptos, because there are a lot of Africans who don't understand anything about crypto, who are not taking advantage of the wealth that is being created in the crypto market every day across the world, because they don't have any means of buying the crypto, of actually owning the crypto for the very first time. So we'll have swapping protocols where you can use the PCEX token to swap into other crypto tokens in the market. That's another use case scenario. Another use case scenario is this. We are going to have a Swychr marketplace where other digital assets can be traded. Like if I have my, whatever digital asset, maybe NFTs, maybe other crypto tokens, or any kind of digital asset that has a value, and I want to sell, I can list it on that marketplace, and then another person can buy it from me. But that marketplace, the liquidity token will be the PCEX. So you already start to see how much demand the PCEX will have in the market, especially given that the supply is limited to only 210 million tokens, lifetime supply. So there will be a lot of demand for PCEX token, because if I want to list my NFT, like African artists, if they are converting their arts to NFTs and they want to list their NFTs on the marketplace, they need the PCEX token to do that. And if they don't have the PCEX token, because they have to pay our listing fees in PCEX tokens, then they will have to buy the PCEX token from other users like yourself that already have the PCEX tokens. And that's how demand goes up, and you end up, making a good return on your investment. I don't want to put a number here, but we are very confident that those who are getting into the PCEX ecosystem now will make 100 times in terms of returns on their investment when we do the ICO. And the roadmap to the ICO is very clear. We're still very confident that towards the end of this year, we should be ready for our ICO, in addition to all the developments that would have been done on the Swychr project itself. So there are a lot of use case scenarios, again, because we expect the PCEX tokens value to be a lot stable, since demand will be high, and of course, supply is limited. It has real economic value, and blah, blah, blah. We expect that the value will either be very stable, compared to other variable tokens in the market, or should be increasing. So if that's the case, if we are successful in doing that, and how are we doing that? We have a lot of vesting schedules. which we will discuss on further sessions. We have vesting schedules and so on and so forth to make sure that we don't have the supply flooding the market at any point in time. If we are able to maintain this balance, then we will start to use PCEX tokens for e-commerce payments. This is how we will achieve our vision, wherein someone in Nigeria can do a business with someone in South Africa, get the payment immediately without losing 2.5 or 3% or 3.8%, like what Visa and MasterCard are charging through the payment gateways. It will be a peer-to-peer system. So when your customer pays you, you get the money immediately, and you're not going to spend more than 2.5% to get that money. So this is something that we intend to do with the PCEX token. So guys, that's what the PCEX token is. And we understand now the difference. We understand what Swychr is all about. We understand what the PCEX token is, and we understand what the Purple Coin token is. Now let's talk about, and we've talked a bit about the usefulness of the PCEX tokens. And of course, we'll have a separate session just to talk about the PCEX token, where we will dive deep and, you know, answer all questions that you might have around that. Now, in terms of value proposition to early investors, we launched the pre-sale of the PCEX token. And at the moment, how to get PCEX token is you have to acquire Purple Coins, and then you convert Purple Coins to the PCEX token. So I don't know, George, if you're here, please just get us the YouTube link on how to participate in the PCEX pre-sale, and just put it in the chat box so everyone can click and watch after this call. So you need to get some Purple Coins, and then you can convert the Purple Coins to PCEX token. And at the moment, one Purple Coin gives you 2 PCEX tokens. You get? So one Purple Coin will give you 2 PCEX tokens. It's that simple. Conversion is done exclusively within the Swychr app. Our value proposition to early investors is coming now. Get as much as you can get in terms of the PCEX allocation, because lifetime supply is very limited. And as we are getting to the next round, the value will only go up. Right now, you can get 2 PCEX tokens with 1 Purple Coin. But when we are doing the next round, it's going to be 1 PCEX token for 1 Purple Coin. And it will keep going up. Soon it will be probably 2 PCEX token, 2 Purple Coins for 1 PCEX tokens, and so on. As we go closer to the ICO, the value of the token will only go up. And we've explained to you, you know that the tokens have real economic value. The tokens have, we have a good plan for the token. The lifetime supply is limited. Of course, there's a vesting schedule and blah, 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 you know, to make sure so that you are confident that this is not just a token that is going to flood the market and will have no real time, you know, no good return on the investment. So feel free. We encourage you to go ahead and get your PCEX allocation. It's backed by a real business itself. And of course, we have a white paper. We have lots of materials that you can read, you know, and of course, we'll put all of this in the chat. Please, everyone participating in this session, drop your email address in the chat. We are going to send you 30 Purple Coins each, which if you want to maybe acquire more coins, more Purple Coins, and convert to the PCEX token, you can do that. If you want to just withdraw the Purple Coins to your local currency, either in Cameroon, Nigeria, or India, you can do that as well. We are totally fine. That's just a token of thanks from ourselves, you know, to everyone that was able to make it for this first Swychr awareness session. You know, we are really happy that you're here, and please follow us on social media, on Facebook, Swychr Global, on Instagram, Swychr Global, on Telegram, Swychr Global. We are going to send the links to you guys as well, so you can stay in touch with what we are doing. And we would like you to be ambassadors of the project. You know, sometimes bad people win because good people stay quiet. There's been a lot of scam websites coming up and trying to defraud people, you know, trying to discredit the project that we are working on, you know, and so on and so forth. So we expect you to be out there, you know, be the ambassadors, educate people about the project, you know, and, you know, just try and be the foot soldiers on the positive side for the project. And please make sure that you get you're a part and parcel of the project. Stake yourself by getting as much PCEX tokens as possible, because like I said, you know, the PCEX token, there's a huge promise for that. There's a huge value that is going to be developed from that, and it actually gives you like a part ownership and control of the Swychr ecosystem. So please, guys, go for as much PCEX token as you can, because right now it's the cheapest time to get the tokens. Please Okay, guys, sorry. Yeah, like I was saying, you can go for as much of the tokens as possible, because it's only going to get more expensive to get the tokens as we move to the future phases of the project. Okay, now that's our value proposition for our investors. And I'm just going to go through one more point, and then we'll open the floor for question and answers. One thing I want to touch on is what to expect next as far as the Swychr project is concerned. So for those who have been using Swychr, we have been paying out in Nigeria, we have been paying out in Cameroon, we have been paying out in India. And the onboarding process for merchants have been kind of centralized, where merchants have to apply, we have to approve them and so on centrally, and then get them on the platform and have them start transacting and earning money. However, we've been working so hard to take the decentralization process to the next step, wherein we, so there are a few things that are coming. One is the Swychr marketplace. The Swychr marketplace is a second-hand market where holders of the purple coin tokens can sell the tokens to other users. So if I'm in Nigeria and I have some purple coins, I can actually go to the marketplace and sell the purple coins to another Nigerian that is looking to use the tokens to send money maybe to Cameroon or to India. And we are going to add many more countries just to make sure that there's always demand. Why is it, I mean, why should you bother getting involved? What will happen is we will ensure that it's cheaper for the user to buy the token from the marketplace than to buy the token from us. That's the first thing. So people will want to buy from the marketplace. We are also ensuring that we position the whole ecosystem in a way that the user who is selling the purple coins on the marketplace is making a good return on it, because you will get the tokens from us at a certain price, and you will have the leverage to sell at a higher price, but at a price lower than what Swychr is charging. I think all of this will make sense when everything is rolled out. But those who will be able to buy the tokens and sell in the marketplace, or will be able to come on board as merchants, settle transactions, get the tokens, sell on the marketplace, will be making money. So we want to give an opportunity for everyone to make money for themselves on the Swychr ecosystem, while just powering the remittance business. So that's something we should expect maybe in the month of August at the latest. We'll also have what we call the settlement page, which of course is a page where anyone, including yourself, can apply to be a merchant in Cameroon, to be a merchant in Nigeria, in, I don't know, Zimbabwe. We're going to add 12 more countries. I'm not sure about the exact list, but I know it's going to definitely involve Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and so on and so forth. South Africa, so that we can have more directions to transact with the purple coin token. So what will happen is merchants, anyone in these countries can, in the list of countries that will be whitelisted by August, will be able to just come on board, register themselves as merchant. We approve automatically from the back end. They will have access to the merchant dashboard and access to the settlement page in their country, where they can settle transactions that have been raised by other users, get the tokens plus a commission in tokens, and then they can go ahead and sell the token on the marketplace and make a return for themselves. So this is something that is coming. And one big change that is also coming is the fact that we are going to open up to a total of 15 countries. So instead of just being able to use purple coins to transact to Cameroon, Nigeria, and India, we are going to add 12 more countries. So there will be a total of 15 countries where you can transact between each other, And I'm seeing Raphael saying he has applied since April. Yes, Raphael, Raphael. We are sorry that we didn't get back to you since April. The truth is, some of these things take time, and sometimes you plan, to deploy certain features, and then you have challenges. The features things don't go as you plan. But the good thing is, despite the challenges, we've kept on going on, and I can assure you that we are in a very good position, and hopefully we will launch these features within the month of August at the latest. Please, Raphael, mute yourself, please. When you join, is it Sadiq? Please, when you join, just stay on mute, please. Don't unmute yourself, because that's just going to make it very difficult for us to coordinate. So yeah, these are the things that you should expect. And I just want to, I think more people are joining, and I'm just admitting, but please, as you come in, put yourself on mute. Please, as you come in, put yourself on mute. As you come in, put yourself on mute. We'll give everyone an opportunity to speak, but please just be on mute as you come in. Okay. Now let's go to let's go to the question and answer session, and how we are going to do it. Maybe you will raise your hand and then we will give you the permission to speak, and then you can ask your question and we will respond. But before that, let's do an exercise. I want to see, just raise your hand if you already have the PCEX token. I'm not talking about the Purple Coin. I'm talking about the Purple Coin X, the PCEX token. Kindly raise your hand if you have the PCEX token. So I'm looking, or unmute yourself and just speak. If you have the PCEX token, just unmute yourself and indicate that, yes, you already have the PCEX token. Okay, so it appears no one has the PCEX token yet. So I want to believe that everyone here, you've not had your PCEX allocation, probably because you didn't understand what PCEX is all about. We've talked about it a bit, and we are going to share a link. We are going to share a link to the session that we've recorded, so that those who are, those who are joining, or those who have joined after we've discussed a bit about the PCEX token, they can get to learn more about the PCEX token. We are going to also share some resources. So please, as you join, drop your emails in the chat. We have a reward for everyone that attended this session. And of course, we will also send you quite a bit of information about the PCEX token, and about the whole ecosystem itself. We really want this project to be in the hands of Africans, and that's why right now we are just promoting the project more in within the African continent, because we really want this project to be, we want, if more than 60 to 70% of the PCEX token is held within the African continent, then to us that's a big success, because this token is actually aimed at empowering a lot of Africans, to be able to get involved in the crypto business, to be able to also get involved in the NFT business. And of course, we have different use case scenarios for the PCEX token, like I already explained. And for those joining late, my name is Aaron Munga. I'm the founder and CEO of Swychr. I'm a Cameroonian, and I'm based in the United Arab Emirates. However, Swychr is incorporated in several markets, including the United Arab Emirates, Cameroon, the UK, and more countries to come. And I'm here with my collaborator, Eno George, who is the head of operations for Swychr Cameroon. So I think without further delays, let's go to question and answer sessions. I think that will also be an opportunity for those who are joining now to just get to learn a bit before we share more resources. But please, guys, check the chat section. I'm sure George is sharing lots of resources there. If not, George, please put the link to the PCEX, to the pre-sale, put the link to the YouTube video that explains how to participate in the pre-sale. And also, please, guys, as you join, drop your email addresses in the chat, because we are going to reward everyone who has attended this session with some Purple coins, which you can acquire more Purple coins and convert everything to PCEX token as an investment, or you can withdraw the Purple coins and we'll settle the transaction in either Cameroon, Nigeria, or India. So yeah, let's dive straight to the question and answer session. How we are going to do it is, you can just raise your hand, because if we say unmute yourself, maybe many people can unmute themselves at the same time. So please just raise your hand. We'll call you out and ask you to unmute yourself, or we'll unmute you and you can ask your question. I hope we all know how to raise our hands. So if I see you raising your hand, then I'll assume that you have a question, and then I'll unmute you and give you the permission to ask your question. So we have 6 minutes to go, guys. So if you have any questions, please. Yeah, I'm seeing Ahmad Aliyu saying this was very informative. Thank you, Ahmad Aliyu. Okay, I'm seeing Raphael Okafor. Yes, Raphael Okafor, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, Raphael, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I want to appreciate your time for this meeting. I've learned a lot. I've been hearing about the PCEX token, but I haven't really given it attention because I have been waiting for actually a time like this when we discuss about it. You know, as a professional crypto trader, I always want to be sure of where I put my money. And not because I'm skeptical. No, I've used Swychr in the past to send money to Cameroon, and it was swift. It went well when other methods proved abortive. And so because of that, I had the app on my phone, and I said, no, I like this app. So when I saw PCEX, I was like, oh, now we have like a crypto. It's coming out in crypto form, which means early investors are definitely going to enjoy it because it's more like you buying Bitcoin at 2011 or so. So, but I've been waiting for a time like this when you guys will really tell us what it is all about. So, but now I really understand. Now, my question is, when the PCEX token completely comes out into the market, are we still going to have the regular Swychr token in the market? Because, for example, now when we want to become merchants, we most of us would want to sell the regular stable coin. Is it still going to be in the market, or this PCEX will phase out the Swychr, the former Swychr token, or whichever way it is going to be? Thank you very much.
Okay, Raphael, thank you so much for first of all being an early adopter. You know, it's never easy for people to just, you know, trust the project, especially when it's not coming from maybe entrepreneurs who have done something, especially in that sector before. So thank you so much. And yeah, Raphael is asking a very beautiful question, and I'll answer straight to the point. So Raphael, and to everyone who probably had the same doubt, these two tokens will always exist in parallel because the economic applicabilities of the two tokens are different. So the stable token will always exist to power the remittance business, because we want to ensure that when you are sending money to someone, right, you want to be sure how much that person will receive. You don't want to send money now when the token is 500 naira, and then by the time the guy gets the token, the price has gone to 400 naira. In most cases, when you're doing a remittance business, you know, you want to be sure exactly how much the person, when you're doing a remittance, not business, sorry, if you're sending money to someone, you want to be sure exactly how much that person is going to get. So for that reason, the stable token will always exist, and that's what will be used for remittances within the Swychr ecosystem, the way it works now. So that will always exist. Now, when the PCEX token, now the PCEX token is on pre-sale and it's actually selling out, guys. So please go ahead, get as much as you can. We've shared a link to the PCEX token, to the PCEX pre-sale in the chat. You can read about it. You can learn more about the project, and you will see that there's a limited lifetime supply. We have a good tokenomics. We have a vesting schedule that will prevent a situation where the token is just flooded in the market and so on and so forth. So please, guys, we encourage everyone who really wants to be a part of this journey to go ahead and get it now. And of course, you can be sure of very handsome rewards sometimes down the line. Now, the PCEX token, like Raphael asked, the PCEX token will always exist. The PCEX token will always exist in parallel because the PCEX token is a variable token. We've explained in a nutshell what the token is all about, and we're going to have more sessions to just educate people a lot about the PCEX token. But one thing I have to say is you can only get the token, the PCEX token, from within the Swychr app. Okay, I'm seeing Raphael indicating that the website is showing error. Don't worry, Raphael. Please, everyone, drop your email addresses. Drop your email addresses in the chat. We are going to send you some purple coins as a reward for attending this session. And of course, we will just check what could be wrong with our servers, and we will make sure that you get the right link where you can read a lot about the PCEX token, and of course, you can make a decision on how many tokens you want to get. So yes, that question has been answered by Raphael. And George has also shared a video where you can watch to see the simple steps that you can follow to get the PCEX token within the Swychr mobile application, because that's the only place you're going to get where you can get the PCEX token for now, you know, and then of course, once we do the ICO, the token will be available for trading in other exchange platforms. Okay, that was a good question from Raphael. We have, and I think we have a few minutes for 2 more questions. So if you have a question, guys, please just raise your hand and we are going to give you the permission to unmute yourself and speak, and then we can respond. And please be on the lookout. Follow us on Instagram, Swychr Global, on Twitter, Swychr Global, on LinkedIn, Swychr Global, on Facebook, Swychr Global, on Telegram, Swychr Global, and just stay in touch because we are going to do a lot more of these sessions. Okay, we have 11. I mean, please just speak. I'm unable to pronounce your name, but please unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Are you getting me?
Yes, please go ahead. Everyone is on mute, but we can hear you perfectly.
As a Nigerian now, getting the PCEX or the purple coin now, sometimes we find it difficult on how to get it. That is at the rate in which we can be able to make a profit out of it. So I was thinking if there could be a way, if USDT could be attached to the system. I don't know if that would be possible to alleviate the problem we have on getting the purple coin.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So that actually reminds me, one of the things that is coming to the Swychr application within the month of August, because we are going to deploy a lot of features that we've been working on for months within August. One of the things that is coming is we are going to allow users to acquire purple coins and pay with other stable coins. So you'll be able to use USDT, USDC, BUSD to acquire purple coins, no matter where. So in Argentina, in Nigeria, in Cameroon. So you will have that option to swap other stable coins to the purple coins. So I think that answers your question. We have time for 1 more question. And guys, please, as you join, drop your email addresses in the chat, please. As you join, drop your email addresses in the chat. Please, can you mute yourselves, please? Please.
Hello. Okay, I should unmute myself.
No, you are already unmuted. If you have a question, please. If you have a question, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, why the withdrawal is not going? It's not coming on time. Where I'm from Nigeria, if we withdraw money from Swychr to our bank account, it's not coming on time. It will take at least some hours. So can we please set up this withdrawal action?
Okay. Yeah. That's HUAWEI Y19. Okay. Thank you for your question. Yes. There's sometimes we do have challenges with withdrawal, not only in Nigeria, in Cameroon, in India as well. And sometimes, in most cases, we want to settle the transaction in as fast as 30 minutes. You know, first, we need to be very clear that settlements are not instant. So Swychr is not a financial institution. Swychr is a technology provider, and we rely on our merchants. Of course, we are going to open the doors for more merchants to come in within the month of August. More merchants will come in, and that should greatly improve the liquidity position of the ecosystem and hopefully improve the speed at which Swychr transactions are settled. You know, however, sometimes, like I said, we have challenges with the merchants, maybe in terms of liquidity, maybe in terms of merchants being online to settle transactions, and that results in delay. So we expect that as we onboard more merchants, as we open up the system for more merchants to come in, because we've actually stopped accepting merchants now, you know, and we have just a few merchants in each market that are powering the transactions, and that's by default, because we wanted to take the time to build out the settlement page, the marketplace, and so on, which we'll deploy soon. And then on the other hand, sometimes transactions are delayed because we need further information from the users. So please, if you do a withdrawal into any market and your transaction is not being settled on time, just check your email. if we need more information from you, we are always going to send you an email requesting that you should provide us some additional verification, because we are building a system that fraudsters want to take advantage of. But please, we are not here to patronize any kind of fraudulent activities. We are here to help genuine business people to be able to, or genuine individuals to be able to send money between themselves. So when our system flags a transaction as fraudulent, maybe from the recharge or from the transfer or to the settlement, then we always put that transaction on hold and we request for further verification from the user. You know, sometimes the system can make an error and flag your transaction. All we will do is ask you for additional verification. Once that is provided, then we go ahead and we settle the transaction. So yes, we are working really hard to improve the speed. And guys, you can expect lots and lots of changes, lots and lots of efficiency in the month of August when so many new features will be deployed. So as you join, guys, please check the chat section. George is putting lots and lots of resources in the chat section. And George just put something which I would like to emphasize again. All Swychr transactions are done within the mobile application. We don't do any transaction on the website. So if you're transacting on any website, you're not dealing with Swychr. All Swychr transactions are done within the mobile application, which you can download from Google Play or from App Store. I understand everyone here already has the app, or at least knows about the app or how to get the app. And that's why you're here. So we are grateful that you came today, and we are going to organize a lot of these sessions, especially around the PCEX tokens. We will encourage everyone, drop your email addresses, please, in the chat. We are going to send you some purple coins as a thank you gift for attending this, this session. You can convert those purple coins to PCEX token. You can acquire more purple coins and convert and add to whatever we send to you and convert to the PCEX token. Or if you decide to withdraw, that's fine. We are happy to settle that transaction in Nigeria, Cameroon, or India. So thank you guys so much for coming today. Follow us on all social media pages, please, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Telegram, at Swychr Global. The name on all major social media sites is Swychr Global. So look for Swychr Global, follow us, keep in touch, and please get your PCEX tokens and let's build this ecosystem together. As you join, even for those who are joining just now, please share your email addresses. We are going to send you some free purple coins, and you can add some more purple coins and invest. And please, we've added all sorts of payment methods. You can buy and pay by bank transfer. You can pay by mobile money. You can pay by card. You can pay by barter, and so on and so forth. So we've allowed the possibility for as many as possible for people to be able, as many opportunities as possible for people to transact on the Swychr ecosystem. Drop your email addresses in the chat, and please do not hesitate to reach out to us at usersuccess@swychr.com if you have any questions, even after this session, and just be on the lookout as we are going to organize more sessions. I hope that when we come in for the next session, everyone will already have participated in the pre-sale. And please, we will check what is wrong with the server. We'll send you the link. We'll make sure that the link is up and running. We'll send it to you, share within your network. We are also going to announce an incentive scheme where if you recommend someone and they participate in the pre-sale, you will get more PCEX tokens for doing that. So please keep in touch, and thank you guys so much for attending this session. Hello, George.
Hello.
Yes, George. Yeah, guys, you can drop off. The session is done, so just drop your email addresses in the chat as you drop off. I think some more people are joining now. Let's just admit them and tell them the session is over. We will email a link to the video, to the session to everyone. Okay, George, I just want to be sure that we can, is there a possibility to export the chat before we end the call?
I don't think so, but I've copied down all the email addresses dropped in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's it. I just want to be sure that we are not going to lose anyone's email address before. Okay, guys, so we are going to drop off now. Thank you guys so much for coming. For those who have just joined now, the session is actually over. You came in a bit late. Just drop your email addresses. We'll give 2 minutes for everyone to drop their email addresses in the chat, and we will copy the email addresses, and then we will drop off. So George, once you give me the green light, then I can end the call. For everyone else, thank you so much for attending and have a good evening.
Yes, it's okay. All the email addresses for those present have been copied. So I'm sure once you drop the call, we are going to email everyone the purple coin as a show of. There are 2 more people. Let me take this Fanchi.
Yes, Fanchi and Wealthempire. You know, so please just copy those 2 before we drop out. So once you're done with those 2, and then we can end the session.
Yes, I think we can end the session for today.
All right,
Thank you all for.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thanks everyone for attending, and have a lovely evening.